know my name. You toil and tumble, you play your games, 'cause I know you don't have what it takes. I'll build an empire from your mistakes. So come and get it. I'll build an empire from your mistakes. So try your luck, give me all you got. Only need one shot. So come and get it. Come and get it. So try your luck, give me all you got. Only need one shot. So come and get it. Come and get it. Only need one So try your luck. So come and get it. Give me all you got. So come and get it. Only need one shot. So come and get it. So come and get it.
Hi there, welcome back to Competitive Overwatch South Africa. I'm Tox and this is Blue. We are going to be your casters for today again for a very interesting match for Pink Salamanders versus Error 404 Skill Not Found. This is of course for our big LAN tournament that is coming up on the 26th of October. We're going to have 6 teams qualify in these qualifiers over here, and then 2 more teams qualifying for 2 final spots on the 7th and 8th of September. We're going to try and basically see how well all of these different teams do. Very, very interested to see how the new teams put up against the old teams, and we are going to be doing this as a round robin format. We have enabled hero bans for this particular tournament, and this is the first Cowser event where teams can pick the map types as well. So we will be running through the game. Instead of having a map pool, every single team will get to have the benefit of choosing every single map that they get. We will be giving a sort of a rundown of what is going to be happening, and we look forward to just basically seeing the best type of Overwatch that we can see. So, Blue, what do you think? What do you want to see today from the 2 teams?
If I'm honest, Tox, just not a 3-0.
Just not a 3-0.
I've been looking at the last few games, and the scoreline's the same. So that's all I'm praying for. Take me to a map. I'm not asking for much.
That's fair enough.
To a map 4.
Map 4 is
Map
always
4.
exciting. We honestly
I
really want a
Map 4.
lot of competition. We want to see how new teams, as I say, fare up against older teams. Pink Salamanders have a lot of different familiar faces. Of course, I'm going to be a little bit biased to Pink Salamanders. Pink Salamanders, of course, has Chisel, Luke, Blur, Vertigo, my bestie, and Zlade. There's also going to be other substitutions going in constantly. We have quite a dynamic team going in that is very flexible. I can talk about them all day long. But, of course, every single well-established team still needs to go through all of the different qualifiers and all of the different things that they need to. And so Era 404 will be one of our first matches that we're going against. And we have a lot of new faces, such as Apple, that one guy, Zombok, King Jelly, and Bobian. Very, very interested to see how well all of these different new faces coming up do. They seem to be quite interested in joining the scene. It's always wonderful to see new teams come up, and we really, really hope that they are able to bring something new, bring something exciting. And honestly, any team that can give any sort of well-established team a run for their money, it is perfect.
I know what it's like joining this server, not really knowing too many people, getting thrown into a team, and next thing you realize you're kind of part of it now. Like, now I don't know if you guys know this, but that happened to me. We formed a team with Fox here, and well, Teacher's Lounge was made. Now, shout out all of the teachers' lounge. I mean, I had to bring this just for a little bit, Tox. I knew I was going to bring it up. I said in the plan, I said that I was going to bring it up. I've done it now. I've got it out the system, at least for the next 5 minutes. Now we're going into Lijiang. Oh,
Lijiang Tower is always going to be wonderful to see how well teams can fight. There's so many different type of team compositions that teams can play. Of course, all depending on different maps. You got quite wide open areas to very tight corners on control center. So it'll be interesting, as I say, to see how well the teams basically adapt to not only what the opponent is doing, but also to see what the map sort of brings us. We got a lot of different strategies that we have seen in the past, but perhaps with Overwatch 2, we're going to see a whole bunch of new different strategies come through. So, we have also now seen the bans. And what do you think about these bans, Blue?
I think that, I honestly don't know, because I think the Lifeweaver is more of a, I think both picks are banned specifically for Lijiang Gardens. I don't know why, but in my head, I've just got the TikTok clips of Lifeweavers pulling up flying Deadeyes from Cassidy, and then I've got Wrecking Ball boots on across those bridges. And honestly, if that's the reasoning behind the bans, I completely understand. No one wants to get put in a montage. There's stakes on the line. For example, taking us to our map 4. The map 4 is the stakes on the line. I don't care who. Like, I want one team to win, but I want it to be a 3-1 or a 3-2.
It'll be definitely good if that happens. Of course, let's just remember that with the hero bans, if one team bans a support, they are not allowed to plan another support, or the other team is not allowed to ban another support. So if one team bans Moira, the other team cannot ban Lucio, for example. So it could have been a strategy from Pink Salamanders where they banned Lifeweaver not to just honor me, but to also protect all of the supports that they want to run. Because Lifeweaver at the moment is not in the best spot. Whereas Wrecking Ball, they probably have taken a look at some of the tank plays that have happened on Pink Salamander's side, maybe done some research and seen Blur is quite a phenomenal Wrecking Ball player. Perhaps it is a little bit targeted. Maybe it's just out of personal preference. We'll see.
They're harsh on the target bans. Never happened to me.
Target bans are always needed. And here we see the wonderful team themselves. We got some camera views, all of them lined up, all happy, discussing strategies, hopefully, or just memeing. I know that we got our own Spotify playlist, so we... I don't know if we're allowed to share it. Who knows? Maybe we will.
No, probably
maybe
best not to. Probably best not to.
And we are off onto the first map, and it looks like we are on Control Center, which is excellent. This tends to be the more brawly type map. Favoring really tight corridors, very tight rotations. We're going to basically see how well coordinated the teams are right off the bat. Pink Salamanders again with lead tactician Blur. We tend to execute our plans very, very strict to the T. Whereas again, Era 404 is coming out with a very interesting composition with Winston and Symmetra, perhaps with the backline of Moira and Alari providing a decent amount of damage. And it was interesting to see how well these teams basically go off against each other.
As both teams are just kind of poking each other out at the moment. I think I'll be honest, I think the Winston's kind of looking at, oh, the TP's come in. Wait, hang on a minute, who are we running on? Soldier's dead.
Oh.
Okay, bye-bye. Right, Winston gets pinned. Sims on full charge.
Simple charge.
That's first fight. That was quick.
That was a very well executed fight. The teleport onto the out of position soldier was excellent. Oh!
Right, roll. Got to get another one. No, Drizzle ruined it. That's fine. Blur, just remember that.
So Salamanders take the first sort of points, the first set of advantages with very tight rotations. The punish on the Symmetra was really strong. But Era 404 coming out immediately with some counter picks with playing Pharah, Soldier, Ramatra, definitely looking to spam.
It's just got walked in and just killed two! Right, okay, now, I understand that it's like, yes, it's Control Center, yes, Reinhardt's strong, but like, unfortunately, there's a lot of DLC tanks nowadays that are just kind of ruin this guy's life. Can we sort that out?
So we're going to see hopefully a lot of different spam type of compositions coming through from Era 414. We're going to see definitely a lot of damage racking up from this Pharah here, already at 70% with their ultimate.
Considering that's a 70p and two people dead. Blair's got another one.
A third one.
Okay, I'm trying to. They are just executing this so quickly. Like, we can't actually keep up with what's going on. Like, we're kind of just watching it, just going, hey, look, this is what we expect to happen. Oh, 2 people have died. Oh, okay.
We of course have
Blur's on a mission
ultimate...
and Blur's got another one. Like, I can't finish my sentence. Oh no, that's a ram shield. I know what Blur's gonna do. Do it! Pull the trigger! Not the trigger I thought, but I respect it still. I was got a gun. Oh,
and there
big
comes the
shadow coming out. It lands on 1. And now Blur's just gonna make sure that Blur doesn't die. And let's go, drops the lamp. And GG. That one has not died.
We do, of course, have Barrage coming out from Era 404. Coalescence is also coming out. We seem to be a bit of a scramble trying to touch point. Moira ends up going down.
Oh, the apple killing 1. Nice, he's winnable.
Oh.
And Blur's killed another 2. Oh, but don't worry. No, Ty's dead. Ty killed another one. We gonna have Annihilation for by that one guy? Is that gonna get built? No, not quite.
And that was a clean 100% from Salamanders. Overall, it seems like the ult management was really good. And of course, Blur being so disruptive as the way he was, it didn't seem like Area 404 could get a footing in there. Even if they ended up getting some picks, some really good picks from Apple coming through, it didn't end up capitalizing, as there was always someone else in its right off angle getting picked. So it'll be interesting to see how maybe they have learned from this, and going into a new map, this is a lot more open space, so maybe it will favor Area 404's playstyle a lot more. Again, they are playing quite a heavy damage spam comp. Ramatra can put a lot of pressure onto Blur, so we will see what ends up happening in this map.
Well, as both teams coming out of spawns, it looks like Pink Salamanders are looking to TP with Luke onto the high ground with the Bastion. I like to think this is a standard Lijiang Gardens brawl setup. No, best thing at the moment, just Era 404, just gotta poke him out. Just gotta see what damage can get done. That's a TP onto the backline, and there goes Junilari. Fight started. Trizzle's picked off King Kelly. They trade 1 back onto Trizzle.
Era 404 are trading.
They got one. They got one at least.
Era 404 just need to play this really patiently and try and basically focus their damage, rely on their Pharah to get their picks. There are so many different windows on this point that Pharah can peek her head through, just basically try and get a point. Interesting setup from Salamanders, taking a very aggressive strat here.
Okay.
And 2 go down.
And that's 3.
Oh, and the boop. Oh, no.
And that's 5. What? Hang on.
Okay. It was a very aggressive push from Pink Salamanders. I don't think Era 404 were expecting it.
They're just going, we are like, it's over, Anakin. We have the high ground. Do something about it. And now they're on a different angle. They're playing hide and go seek. 5 Nights at Freddy's. You're gonna jump on the corner and you're gonna jump scare somebody.
They're using that teleporter really effectively. Blur coming up to a shadow here, which will immediately
found
go
one.
Oh,
and
excellent.
Blair's found another one. And it's just it. Make it stop!
He's swinging away.
It was about to. I saw it. I saw the vision.
Area 404 did manage to capture the point, just biding a little bit of time.
They got 8%, which is 8% more than they got the last round. You know what? Good stuff. Taking the steps forward.
We of course going to see Apple coming out with another barrage, getting a lot of damage in as
Slade.
Slade with the Reddit. Unfortunately, there goes Kelly down.
Get another one. Get another one. Is there gonna be another one?
They once again on point. But the soldier ends up running away, taken down by the Symmetra, unfortunately. Here comes Barrage. Barrage, unfortunately, doesn't find anything.
Looks like Trizzle Bastion turret is equals stronger than Apple Pharah Barrage. Oh, that's a dead. That's a dead.
Oh my goodness.
That's unfortunate. No, Baba Yan, run!
The Bastion ult is coming through to try and stall. They desperately trying to touch point, but immediately blurs on the back of the Sombra. And it just seems like it is going to be a 2-0 for the very first map. So it does seem like we have a well-coordinated team from Pink Salamanders trying to basically take up very, very new aggressive strats, and it doesn't seem Era 404 was really prepared for it. Here comes the play of the game from Blur. I believe it would be an... Oh, it isn't even the shatter that I thought it would be. It is the charge.
Get swanging!
Just swing, they go down. Well, I think that Era 404 have learned that raw comp is really, really strong. We gotta try and they gotta try and basically regroup, see what they can do to maybe capitalize on Apple's high output damage. I mean, they constantly are getting ult. They are managing to basically put in enough damage to make it disruptive for Salamanders, but they'd be so well grouped together that it just isn't breaking through. So maybe trying to get different angles, maybe trying to disrupt the Reinhardt. We'll see what ends up happening definitely on the next map. It'll be interesting to see what they end up picking.
And it's okay, Tox, because it's first map jitters. It's fine.
First map jitters, yeah.
They're on cast, they're on stream, and that's okay. First map warm up, it's their map pick, and then you know what that means? They're gonna win the map. And that means Era 404 are going to be the first team to take us to a map 4. They're going to do it. Well, I believe in you, Era 404. You've got this.
We have our map pick already coming through. We are going to be heading to Route 66. Route 66 is a wonderful old classic for the Zeta Overwatch scene. There tends to be a lot of skill expression, especially all of the hit scan players absolutely love this map. Doing all sorts of widow headshots, or flick shots, headshots, hook shots, all of the shots basically coming through. But you also have had some very interesting strategies, especially on the last point. So perhaps the Brawl comes out. It is a very dynamic map that has a lot of opportunities that can work for different teams at different stages of the map.
And Tops, we've got our bans.
What are
the bans have been issued. What are we looking at?
There's the Metro ban coming out from Pink Salamanders and the Baptiste ban coming out from Era 404. It does seem like they're frustrated with the Baptiste that was coming from Vertigo from the previous one. Her lamps were absolutely excellent, bailing out Blur constantly in the previous fight and ensuring that she was keeping the team alive. So this seems a very, very targeted ban, trying to basically get her out of the game.
This screams Anna Brigg Winston. Give it to me.
Anna Brigg Winston?
Anna Brigg Winston. If I'm not seeing Anna Brigg Winston, or unless one of those has been swapped out for a Zenyatta, I don't want to see it. Give me Anna Brigg Winston. I want it. Give it to me. Ingest it in my veins. And
of course, we have a sub out for Pink Salamanders. We got Nyan in for Luke. Both, again, excellent players. Nyan is really, really excellent as a DPS player. So we are just basically going to see a little bit of a change up. Perhaps it's also just map beneficial. And Pink Salamanders have opted for attacking first. Perhaps just leaning a bit more into their aggressive playstyle. Trying to basically see how fast they can overwhelm Era 404, but perhaps Era 404 are rethinking a little bit of their strategy. There is some success that they can find from their different spam comps, but of course we have not seen everything that Pink Salamanders can do, and we have not seen everything that Era 404 can do. So we will hopefully be able to see a lot more of a interesting map this time around.
That's because Era 404 are going to take Route 66, they're going to take us to a map 4, and we're going to be in for some good Overwatch. That's what I'm hoping for. Give me Anna Brigg Winston.
So, we got the Anna Lucio. Of course, Slade. I mean, he's the Lucio king himself. We can't dethrone him. He would rather...
We saw it. You saw it.
He would rather step on Lego than play Slade. But Vertigo opting in for the Anna here. Vertigo is absolutely excellent at keeping all of the tanks alive. We got Trizzle on the Widow, as I say, Hitscan's dream of a map. And Nyan on the Tracer. Nyan has been absolutely dominating recent lobbies on Tracer, been very, very strong, taking off a lot of different off angles, and Tracer at the moment is just in general very strong, especially with the recent changes to the DPS passive. We got Moira scouting, Sombra scouting, and Moira coming out, and Sigma can hold positions really well here, so we're going to see what ends up happening.
I'm looking at 2 squishies standing in front of a Sigma shield. There's one dead.
There's
the other one
there's
standing in front of the
two.
shield dead. There's another one standing in front of the
Oh my
shield dead.
gosh.
I can't bear to watch it, Tox. I can't do it anymore.
I said it's a hit
It's
scan
only
dream.
20 seconds.
It's a hit scan dream, and there immediately 3 picks come out from Trizzle. It is intense when you basically come up against a team that is willing to take off these angles. You can't go immediately right into their spawn and expect nothing to happen. So, interesting choices already changing to try and maybe counter the Winston.
Oh,
We
go on,
got
Baba Jan.
Mauga
Go on,
coming
Baba Jan.
through.
You can win it. No, not quite. Don't worry. Get the next one.
Oh,
Nyan's picking up the first kill. Trizzle picking off Apple. It's fine. It's fine. They're still warming up. You know, it takes teams a while. But, like, they got this. It's just a rough first point. As at the moment, Pink Salamander's kind of just walking towards the Era 404, and there's not been much of a challenge as of yet. Oh, bang! Apple kills one.
so it seems like Era 404 really need to try and reset over here. We already forgot. They already forced that pulse bomb from Nyan. Perhaps a bit of an unnecessary pulse bomb when basically going through of this. We got sights coming up for Pink Salamanders, and not too many ults already for Era 404. They are trying to basically try and counter that dive with the Mauga pick, and Moira is of course a little bit slippery to basically try and get a part of, and perhaps the Ashe is there to try and challenge that Widowmaker to not give her as many free shots as she has been getting, but it doesn't seem to work.
You know what? I'm starting to think that maybe, just maybe, they're cheating. Nah.
Someone check this man's PC.
Somebody check the PC. Like, get it over and done with. You know what? Now think about it. If Salamanders do make it to LAN, Trizzle's cooked. Haven't got a chance. Because this has to be cheating. I can't do this.
So we're going to see another regroup from Era 404. Waiting for that crucial Illari ult. However, we do have Nano, we do have Primal. That is going to try and, well, that is going to disrupt the team quite a lot. Yan almost going down, a bit too far into the backline, but they are stalling out, and we are now on 3rd point. This 3rd point is
5 minutes
very,
and
very
20 seconds
good.
going into 3rd point. It's not looking good as Trizzle kills one, Blur kills another from Baba Yan. And at the moment, it's that one guy being that one guy all on their own. Slay killed Sombog onto the backline. Blur kills off King Kelly. And honestly, Drizzle's doing up payload prints. I respect it. You've had your highlight. Sit there, push the payload, let the rest of the team have the fun. And the deep is walked out from
another deep dive already.
They're dead again. Blur and Yan picking up one each. And now the supports and tanks are walking out, and don't worry, because, you know, here it is. Apple has the Riptide. It's going to be the first fight win for Era 404, right here. I'm calling it. They're going to, here it is.
So there comes the early beat and Primal already.
Trizzle kills off King Kelly. Story. Apple, I believe. Apple.
We do have 3 ults from Era 404.
No, not quite.
We can end up using it over here, but we're not quite getting through this Nano Primal Winston.
3 ults in the bank!
And it is already a 3-all. It's unfortunate that Era 404 didn't get to use their ultimate. Perhaps it was just a bit too much staggering from their side. But again, it's just crucial that teams need to learn how to regroup, especially against the aggressive playstyle of Pink Salamanders. We really need to try and see what Era 404 can bring to the attack. They have been making really good switches. They have been making switches to counter their opposition, but they need to go as a group in order to capitalize on those switches, because otherwise they are just going to be resetting and not getting an opportunity to really play to their hero's strengths just yet.
One thing that I do need to point out, Tox, how long have you been playing this game?
Oh, since release.
Since release. Now, since release, I could probably count on one hand how many times I've seen an attack on Route 66 gain time after capping 3 points. Because the starter time bank is 4 minutes.
And here we are at 4 minutes 14 seconds.
4 minutes 14 after capping. They have more time. They have more time than they were allowed to start with. Don't worry though, because Arrow 404 is a false sense of security. They're luring pink salamanders in. They're going, that's fine. You think we'll give you another map win, but just kidding. Bang! They're gonna hit it where it hurts. As we go into the second round of Route 66, Arrow 404 coming out on the Soldier, Ash, Malga, Ilari, Moira. It's hit scans, and more hit scans for Route 66.
The good
As
old
Apple
hit
has got
scan
to 1 HP already. And
They
it's
managed to reset. That's good.
and Trezor kills off Baba Yan. And Trezor killed off Apple. You know what? It's fine. They still got 2 more hit scans. They've got the Malga and the Alari. And they got there's one of the hit scans gone. They've still got the Malga though. No, okay, there's the Moira and there's the Malga. But that's fine because they're respawning. And Reaper's still technically hit scan. Reaper's somewhat hit scan. When he's really close, Reaper's hit scan.
So, we are going to see another Trizzle montage just coming through. They're opting to change for the Ramattra immediately and the Reaper, clearly trying to disrupt the Winston perhaps a little bit more, but with Trizzle constantly in their backline and their Widow providing a lot of pressure, it is a little bit difficult.
What was that?
My
No, check
goodness.
the PC! That flicker, I know it was a body shot onto a ram, but that was naughty. As we got Trizzle opening fire, bang! There goes one. Slade picks up another on Baba Yan. Nyan's like, you know what? Get me involved on the fun. Slade's like, nah, I want 2. Give me more. Slade
And
picking
there
up 2. Nyan
they
picking
go
up 2.
again.
Nah,
Another
the real
team
carry-
kill.
The real carry of this fight, Blur. Get rid of that Alari pylon. Get cutting the healing up. Trizzle got another one.
Oh,
Mate,
another pick. We gotta be more disciplined than this. We gotta respect the Widowmaker sidelines and try and go as a group. Otherwise,
You
it's
know
just
what?
going to keep happening.
I'm starting to think that salamanders are actually getting more frustrated at Trizzle than the actual game. Because I'll be honest, if I'm on pink salamanders, I'm going, hey, save some for the rest of us. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're here to have fun. We get that you're having your fun, but you're hereby banned from playing the other rest of the maps. Just Trizzle picks up another one on getting Gelly on the Moira. And just Gang then kills Baba Yan. It's just... I don't know.
They need to be able to reset in order to properly do this. Diva has been quite popular recently. Diva has been getting a lot of different playtime over
picking
here.
up Zombox, Trizzle picking up Apple. That's
Diva
fine.
immediately flying onto
DM
the...
flight. That one guy's made the switch. I love it. Round the Winston. Round the Winston. You've got this, and there's trouble. It's fine. You got this. You got a chance. Keep going. Keep going. You got it. Get him, Apple. Keep going, Apple. No, next time. Don't worry. Oh, and they staggered that one guy, so there's no...
What is quite important about this is that we do need to remember that Pink Salamanders has been a well-established team of, I would argue, veterans. A lot of these players have been playing since before even 2019. They have constantly been in all sorts of different teams. An excellent Lari ult coming from Slade. Face the sun.
Sunshine.
No, copyright.
Sorry. I'm too good on it. No. Yes! Apple! Take it to Trizzle, you got this! Go!
Let me see the Widowmaker 1v1 coming out. This is honestly one of the best ways to do it.
Baba Yan!
Getting the Widowmaker down, that is excellent.
Sorry, Apple, you got this!
Immediately, Nyan has seen the Widowmaker on the Widowmaker, and Blur taking down some of their team already.
No, it's fine. It's fine. The sheer presence of Apple on that killed one. Oh, okay. All I will say is, I am starting to think that maybe Arrow 404 are playing mystery heroes. Are we sure that the game mode's the same for both teams? Just double checking.
We do have the Lari ult coming out and the Soldier ult. Unfortunately, Soldier gets picked off from Trizzle. They are still on payload, so we are going to have to see the Solari ult come and connect with a couple of people
God,
here.
Zombok!
But Nyan is just absolutely demolishing the backline so far.
Here comes the sun. No,
and there goes
Trizzle put the sun. Trizzle putting sun cream, sunglasses, the hats on. Like, they've stayed indoors, the air conditioning. There is no sunshine on Route 66 as Pink Salamanders pick up the map.
It was a very solid display. We see play of the game coming through from Trizzle, no doubt, from pretty early in the match, I'm pretty certain. Yeah, there we go.
Which side? Are we talking attack or defense? Because I'll be honest, I couldn't quite tell. Like, because I mean, what is that? That's 3. Oh,
Wow,
God.
almost got the 4. So again, we need to remember that this is a tournament to basically fight for the best spots. Pink Salamanders, again, are full of veterans that have been playing since before 2019. And again, it is quite nerve-wracking coming in as a new team into a new scene and trying to see how well the skill is. We need to remember that, of course, there is so much that Era 404 can take away from this game. There is so many people that are able to also offer a lot of different support. They're going to look back on these games and go, oh, maybe we could have done this to counter they would have made it. Maybe we could have done this to maybe deal with the dive. And they is only going up from here. There's no going down.
Definitely.
So we're going to be able to probably go onto a third map over here. The third map is going to immediately be Coliseum. We are Coliseum. There we go. So Coliseum, Pink Salamanders have decided to opt for Coliseum.
Is it Pink Salamander? No, it's Era 404.
Oh, sorry, Era 404 has picked
Silly
Coliseum.
talks.
My mistake.
It's losing that pick. But it's fine, because this is the map.
404 has decided to go with Coliseum. Again, interesting picking a push map, one of the new game modes introduced into Overwatch 2. Coliseum has a lot of long different sight lines. Hopefully they are going to look for a way to punish. Again, hit scan dream. Coliseum is great for that long corridor for Widowmakers. But again, there is some opportunity for perhaps Stigma, Diva, anything that can be a very solid front line while also absorbing a lot of pressure coming out from Era 404 here.
Well, we've got our hero picks, and it's safe to say there is not going to be any long sight lines in play here.
And there we go.
Get it gone. Get the map under your belt, Era 404, because we're going to a map 4.
They have decided that Chisel was too much, and they have decided to ban the Widowmaker. Widowmaker, honestly, I mean, if Widowmaker doesn't exist in this game, are we really complaining? I don't think we're complaining.
I can think of other characters worse than Widowmaker in this current game state. But alas, that's a conversation for another day, Tox. I'm here to see Era 404, skill not found, take a map off of Pretty Pink Salamanders and take us to our map 4 for the first time today. Are you with me?
I'm with you, 100% all the way blue. And we got the Mercy Band coming out from Pink Salamanders. Obviously, they have been intimidated by amazing Mercies in the past, so that is clearly going to be a little bit of a worry for them as they go into this tournament. So it is very good that they have decided to ban them, and for no other reason at all. So,
I think they just don't want people to see the Pink Mercy skins. And you know what? For that reason, I think we need to all root for Era 404 as they take us into Coliseum. And they're going to win the map and take us to our map 4. That's all I'm going to say.
we are really hoping for this map 4. They have learned quite a lot about how aggressive the Pink Salamanders can get. A little bit of defense, a little bit of regrouping especially is crucial on push. So they should be able to try and regroup a lot more effectively and a lot better when going into this map. As we see the two teams that are picking out, we got the Reinhardt coming out, we got the Zumbak on Nalari and King Kelly on Moira. Very, very comfortable hero picks for them. And we got the double hit scan. Ashe and Soldier are able to output a lot of damage, but will they be able to handle the dive that's coming from Pink Salamanders? We got Luke on Genji, Nyan on the Tracer, who was absolutely annoying the backlines. Blur is a very, very solid Winston. Those primals on Route 66 attack were really devastating. And of course, Zayde and Vertigo as a very difficult backline to manage. They haven't really been contested all too much this game, so that's maybe that is their target.
They're gonna get contested this game because that one guy, that one guy is gonna get that hammer swinging and it's gonna start killing things. I'm watching it happen.
Immediately they are in.
And Nyan picks off Zombot. And look, and Nyan picked off that one guy, and Nyan picked off King Kelly, but that's fine because I'm talking about the next fight where that one guy is gonna get that hammer swinging.
That was
swinging, and it's gonna be.
That was a really clean executed dive. Nyan is already at 70% for the Tracer pulse, so they really need to start doing something about that Tracer. They have opted for the Bastion pick, trying to basically protect the president, even though he doesn't go into that type of turret form anymore. They are moving together a lot more effectively, but a big anti-nade coming from Vertigo.
Nuke's picking off Apple, jumping into the back line. That's the Alari, that's the Moira, and sorry, that one guy gets one here, I promise. Next fight, next fight. Nyan's used Pulse Wheel already. It's like, what is that? Hang on, let me do the maths. 1 minute 20 into the game.
Another unnecessary pulse bomb, but an effective one at the very least. We do have Ryan Shatter coming out for Era 404. It is going to be quite devastating against a team if they are able to hit the targets, but they need to be able to progress forward.
Era 404, stand strong, stand together, monkey together strong. Just play together. No, Zombot, that's not quite what you meant. No. Stand together as Pink Salamanders just jump in and kill them off one at a time. Zlade's got their boob. I don't know if that was an environmental, but it was a boob kill. Put it in the montage.
So we already see that they are past that sort of threshold point, so they will be getting a more effective spawns if they are unable to push all the way. We got Nano Blade coming up for Pink Salamanders, absolutely devastating.
That one guy's going to get the hammer swinging. That's one. That's two. You're going to believe it's going to be three from... No, not quite. I nearly said the thing. Big shout out to it. Oh, no.
And the spray. Era 404 really need to be able to go out immediately, but the Primal is keeping them in, and that is game.
Done.
Oh, I mean, big respect to Era 404 and Pink Salamanders for this game. A lot of teams I know in the past have taken opportunity that when they know that they're going to win, they tend to take it a little bit of a lax approach to it, maybe swapping some roles, but not this. Pink Salamanders immediately went in for the kill and showed respect to the team, which is excellent sportsmanship coming out. Era 404 will unfortunately end up losing this particular one, but there is so much to still play for. There is so many different other qualifiers that are going to happen, and there's still obviously going to be a chance to hopefully reach that top 8 in the end for it. They are going to see all of the cast that has been produced throughout today, and it will be good for them to see maybe all of the other teams that have had the opportunity to be on cast, see how they can change their strategies a little bit and how they can go through. Of course, Pink Salamanders.
Get in that Discord VC. Get that notepad and pen. Start writing down some notes. They're strong at this. They're weak at that. Punish it. Get it done.
We gotta make sure that it has to be done. I mean, teachers, we believe in homework. You gotta do your homework.
Do your homework.
Otherwise, what are you doing?
Do your homework. It makes our life... Actually, it doesn't make our life... It does make our lives easier, because then you actually learn what we teach you. This is coming from me and Tox now. Teachers Lounge, Ringmaster Rumble winners. Do your homework. Study on your teams.
But again,
next week, take the week for practice. The weekend's done. That was the last game of the weekend. Honestly, Tox, thank you so much for being here. But... go do your homework for the next week. Get in practice. Get in the VODs. Just do the homework.
Blue, we have a very interesting decision to make. We do. Pink Salamanders have obviously one showing really strong dominant force, but we do have to pick a player of the match. So I'm going to leave this up to you. You have an absolute non-biased opinion here, because obviously, I mean, if I had to go for a player of the match, I would have to pick Vertigo, because Vertigo is just instantly bestie, and there's no bias whatsoever coming from me, but I can't make the decision, so I'm leaving it fully to you.
I think that, honestly, there are a few key, I guess, figureheads that have stood out over this tournament, or at least this match that I've seen today, and obviously that's Nyan on the Tracer, and Bash, Trizzle on hit scans. But there are three unsung heroes to be fair, 3 on this Pink Salamanders team. That's Blur, Vertigo, and Zlade. All 3 of them. Now, quite frankly, I kind of want to meet the mastermind of this Pink Salamanders team. And now, Tots, I know for a fact that that's not you. So I think if I had to have a guess, I think the mastermind of this Pink Salamanders team, the calling engages, the fight planning, I think the target calling, I think it's good. I think I'm gonna give it to Blur. It's the unsung role. It's the role that yes, the winner maker is gonna click heads, it's gonna do this, it's gonna do that, but it's the plans coming in from the main tank. The tank that didn't get subbed out can perform consistently high. Can we address, by the way, how strong Blur's Reinhardt was on Lijiang?
Of
Now,
course.
as an avid Overwatch 1 enjoyer, again, maybe rose-tinted glasses, but I don't like the DLC characters. Give me my Overwatch 1 heroes. The true heroes of Overwatch. For honor and for glory. As he shouts and proclaims with his beer. As he brings the hammer down. I'm giving it to Blur.
Blur definitely deserves it. And as I say, he has been a prominent figure in the Overwatch community. He has coached multiple teams. He is the captain of Pink Salamanders, and has been very, very comfortable settling into his role as captain. He does make a lot of excellent shot calls, and he has also been a very dominant force throughout this whole tournament. So this is going to basically conclude our matches for this weekend. There will be a couple more that is going to happen next weekend, I believe, and we will be back. We will be back with a vengeance.
We will be back.
Yes, both of us.
Both of us.
And there will be plenty more for us to provide. We are going to basically try and bring an up-to-date sheet on how well all of the different teams are going to be fared, and we will ultimately find out who are the first top 6 qualifiers coming in for the LAN that it will be in October. Remember, the prize is 10,000 Rand. That is nothing to sneeze at all. 10,000 Rand is up for grabs, and we do want to see the best of the best participating and absolutely getting it. Fingers crossed it's Pink Salamanders.
Hold on. How much?
10,000 Rand.
And you're telling me that no one told me about this, and at no point was I wasn't even invited to play. It's at 10,000. Nah, that's a serious prize pool on the line. Go do your homework. Go study.
Go study, and you win 10,000 Rand. That's how it works. That's how it works.
If you go do your homework, you win 10,000. You win 10,000. I'm not saying that's 100% certain, but in some cases it is. And in this is one of those cases. Go do your Overwatch homework, and go win your games next week to get in that top 6 for a chance to win that prize pool.
So, I believe this is a good way to end the cast. Thank you so much, Blue, for joining in. This was absolutely excellent.
I've enjoyed myself.
Thank you, Peach, for, again, the wonderful production. We will be back next week, as I say, and just thank you again from Kausa and to all of the wonderful viewers that are watching.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.